is Chris Spiker.
I'm Aaron Goldstein. We are here with our second guest, Gary Trudlove from Desert Breeze.
Desert Breeze Bookkeeping.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
New chamber member.
Yes, joined in February. I retired from 42 years at Kroger. Gives me more time to do chamber events and stuff like that. So.
Now, have you always been a bookkeeper?
No.
Done taxes for people, or?
No, actually, my wife started the business in 1987. She always did bookkeeping. She started with her dad's company, Croft and Scully, down in El Segundo, and she worked for numerous companies and loved it. And so her degree was in international marketing, but she stuck with bookkeeping.
Wow. And international marketing would be huge.
It is. She went to Long Beach State, and her dad was an international freight forwarder, and so yeah, it was great. But she decided to do bookkeeping because it was more flexible with kids in the house.
So she's doing the bookkeeping, and you're out in the community.
Out in the community and working like all over Los Angeles, from Orange County to, out here when we had stores in the Antelope Valley. And then I got into helping her doing bookkeeping in my spare time because I did get days off once in a while. And then in 2003 we started doing taxes, income taxes, and that was a big plus for the business.
I was just going to say taxes are so easy. I don't know where that came from, but I don't think they are.
No, they're really not, and they're complicated. Nobody can know all tax laws. If you fit all the tax laws in, for the IRS, it would fit in a semi-truck.
Right.
So nobody knows it all, but you have to know where to find the answers.
And you've gotten pretty good at it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you still open for new clients?
Always open for new clients. In fact, this year, because I have more time, we've got a lot of new clients. We're always looking for new bookkeeping clients, tax clients, payroll clients, and happy to help everybody here in the Antelope Valley.
Because if it's a business as a client, then they're generating numbers every day.
Every day, and we go to
payrolls and
we go to their office, or do it at our office at home. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You can come in and get it done right there.
Do whatever they need.
I've noticed being in business that one of the most important things is when you owe something, a tax or a payment, make it on time.
That's correct. And we make sure that like their deposits to the IRS, the state boards, and all that stuff is done on time. We do the reports for them, the quarterlies, the annual reports to the IRS and Social Security. Just help them with whatever they need so they can concentrate on what they do best, like florist shop or a winery, a chiropractor's office, whatever they do best, let them do that.
Not always everyone's favorite task is the paper and the numbers.
No, but that's what we like doing. And so, some people call bookkeepers bean counters, mutants, and all that, and we go, hey, it's great, because that's what we like doing.
Well, there's something for everybody in this world.
Correct.
And I'm just glad you guys have a passion for what you do.
We do, and it's a family business, so now we have our next generation helping. I got a daughter helping doing bookkeeping, got her trained at San Bernardino, and then she's done her tax classes. Now she's doing tax returns. So
very cool. I felt bad. I asked you to be on the show, and it's right during tax time.
Not a problem. I can schedule it with the flexibility. I'm not working 60 hours a week and commuting to LA, so now I have flexibility where I can do things like this, or go to chamber meetings, meet new people, and open more opportunities for everybody.
We were at a B for the Lancaster Chamber this week, and the room was full.
It was stuffed, and every time it seems to get a little more busy.
And some new people.
Yes.
And I just thought, it was a great group this morning, and I thought, this is really good for business, this is good for people, this is good for the Antelope Valley.
Yeah, it really is, and it's fun and exciting to see. Talking with our speaker today, he used to live in Tehachapi, where I just bought a house, and he has seen that how much fun it is actually to live here in the Antelope Valley. He's been here a couple years. He says people put us down, Lancaster and Palmdale, and they go, why would you want to live there? And like he says, why would you want to live anywhere else once you've been here?
It's home.
It is.
We're having a beautiful wildflower display right now.
Yes, and I saw there's a lot of people coming in for that, and the businesses here are ready to accept those people and take care of them, the hotels, feeding them, whatever they need.
And they got to drive through Lancaster on their way out to the flowers.
Or the way to Mammoth, or this is a great place they have to go through for just about everything
My wife is quite the snow skier, and the people at Mammoth always go, "Wow, you're so lucky. You live so close."
It's true. And we go a camping trip to Rock Creek up there every year, just before Mammoth, Tom's place and up the road. And the latest pictures I've seen, the snow was over all the cabins. So hopefully by July we'll be able to get in.
153% of the normal snowfall.
Yeah, it's great.
So that's water for everybody.
It's really good.
What did you do at Kroger that qualified you to be the PR person for Desert Breeze?
The PR person. Actually, at Kroger, I started as a box helper or clerk's helper out there. Worked my way up to store director, and I had a couple stints in different departments, training and accounting. But as in the late 90s, they started a program where if you were within 10 feet of a customer, you had to go and engage that customer.
Wow.
And it was really tough for a lot of people at first. I had one manager say, it's really hard to walk from one side of the store and stay 10 feet away from everybody. But
At least it kept you moving.
It kept them moving, yeah. So he put in a lot of miles. But it helped out, and my wife's even noticed, that we'll be on a trail in Hawaii or something on a hike, and I stop and greet everybody and talk to anybody. It doesn't matter who they are, because, a hello is not going to hurt anybody.
It doesn't hurt anybody.
Nah,
It might make somebody's day.
It's really nice.
And you don't want to ignore people. You don't want to, you want to give them eye contact and
Yes.
let them know you're there. And
I think been lucky, especially in the neighborhoods I've been here on the Antelope Valley. Everybody's pretty friendly, and even beyond in Tehachapi, it seems like everybody wants to say hi. So it's a lot of fun, just getting to know people, find out where they're from.
as far as the bookkeeping and the paperwork, what's your favorite sort of customer?
Favorite sort of customer. We get those customers that come in that are like just totally befuddled, especially when they're looking at numbers and payroll and when they have to file reports and all that stuff. And so we can set them down, calm them down,
Yeah.
tell them, you know what, this is what we do best. You guys know your business, whether it's, chiropractor or construction, or if it's rental properties. You guys know that stuff, and we know this, so we'll help you through whatever you need.
So you just make a list for them in a chart, and they start breathing normal again?
And we help them pick out payroll dates and all those kind of things, make stuff simple, tell them we can do direct deposit for employees, just stuff to make everybody's life easier.
It's not too expensive to be organized.
Not really, and once you know how to do it, you can help them ease their mind, get to what they're good at.
Yeah. Because my CPA, he doesn't like people that bring in a shoebox full of stuff.
Yeah.
I collected paper for a year now.
We've had CPAs here in town that pass those kind of customers on to us, where they'll have those customers that are a little hard to deal with. They'll pass them to us, we'll do the work for them and send it back to the CPA. Helps them out, helps us out.
So you're a specialist then?
Sometimes. I mean, we like to think we are.
Yeah.
We're not afraid to take on something that's a little bit out of our comfort and find that, hey, this is another niche we can fill. So.
And you probably have a referral group also.
We have a lot of customers now that are like second generation. We did their parents' stuff, and now the kids are getting in the business, or they need help with taxes. So we're the people they come to. So.
But also then you can refer people in case it's not quite sure.
Yeah, and that's a good thing with the chamber, because people will ask, well, who can I talk to in town for this service or that? And we can, because we've known people in the chamber, we can send them.
Well, that's the value of the chamber.
Yeah.
So why did you join the chamber?
Like I said, I had more time. When I was a store director at the Rouse on Avenue K, I would go to the chamber lunches just so we make our presence known, and knew it was a great place to make connections, to get more possible clients, and to let people know what kind of service we have. So it's been a lot of fun.
Where'd you come up with the name Desert Breeze?
I'm pretty sure my wife came up with that. And it's not too hard out here to have a company called Desert Breeze, because we're reminded of that a lot.
First time we went to Hawaii and the wind was blowing like crazy, they go, oh no, that's the trade winds.
Right.
And I go, well, why doesn't the Antelope Valley have trade winds?
Would be nicer, wouldn't it?
The desert
we have like
breeze.
the tumbleweed winds.
They just seem to call it wind here.
Yes.
But the wind comes from somewhere, right? And it's going somewhere.
Correct. Yeah, it's coming from,
The ocean or
well, usually from the Gorman area, blowing to Victorville, so coming right through.
it keeps things nice.
Yes.
How long have you lived in the Antelope Valley?
We moved to Antelope Valley in 1986, so we've been here quite a while. My parents first moved here in 1978, and when they moved out here, all the kids said, you know, goodbye, see you later. That's the last place we want to live. And then when we were all at the age and starting families and decided we need to be able to afford a house, this is where we all ended up.
You know, I think it's a small fishbowl, and you can be a big fish here.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. You know, you don't get lost in a crowd like you would in Los Angeles.
Oh, I agree.
We've got so many neighborhoods here, you can go to a meeting and everybody knows you.
I can't stand going down to Los Angeles, even to see family and stuff, just because of the traffic and just the craziness. So
It's a whole different way of living. Contact information for Desert Breeze Bookkeeping.
yes, we work out of our house. You can call us at 661-943-0095. That will go direct to me. If I have a customer that we're doing their taxes, it will go straight to voicemail and the email is sent to me. So you can contact us that way. You can also find us at our website. It's dbbook.com.
We've been talking with Chamber member Gary Truelove, Desert Breeze Bookkeeping, Payroll and Tax Preparation. Hey, and maybe we can stick around and chat a little bit more.
Sure, be great.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being the Chamber member.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. Hey, this is Chris Spiker.
I'm Aaron Goldstein. We are back with Gary Truelove.
Hey, thanks for sticking around.
Hey, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help out.
And, you know, just before we get started, I wanted to mention the people over at Green Bee Landscaping. I was at the Home and Garden Show last weekend, and this guy says, hey, we listen to your show all the time. So I thought, how cool is that? You know, people are listening. So thank you, Mr. Green Bee, and good luck in your business. Gary, tell us a little bit about your passions. What do you like doing?
Passions, what do I like doing? Well, some of it's going to make it sound like, oh, we're getting older, but, you know, things like gardening. This time of year, start going out to see, okay, what are we going to plant this year?
Right.
I was just telling the guys here, we like visiting different ballparks. And so that's one of our bucket list things is to visit a game at every ballpark in the national and the Major League Baseball. Also, we have a passion of doing visiting every national park. So we try to knock up a couple every year.
There's a new national park in California.
Didn't know that.
Pinnacles.
Oh, okay.
It's up just below the Bay Area. And it's actually Pinnacles, it's some rock caves, and it's the northern end of a volcano that used to be in the Antelope Valley.
Wow.
But it's right on the fault line. And in 23 million years, it's moved 195 miles north.
That's great.
There you go.
I used to live in Northern California, so one of our favorite places to visit was Lassen National Park. One of the most beautiful parks, but one of the least visited too. So
It's hard, it's not close to anything.
no, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
It takes a retired guy that has a little time to wander around.
Oh, thanks. Yes, it does. And that's, like I said, we used to go there and camp when we were kids. We had my godparents were rangers there, so that was one excuse for us to go see them.
It is amazing that our government has saved these parks for us to enjoy.
It's great. You know, there's, you know, one of our favorites is Yosemite. Don't get there so much because of the crowds.
Right.
But they do try to take very good care of it.
Yeah, so when would be a time to go to Yosemite?
Actually, winter's not bad. I mean, you can't go access the whole park, but it's a nice time when a lot of people aren't thinking of going there.
Because there's
And-
snow.
Yeah, there's snow. And so, you know, a lot of the areas you can still get to on the valley floor, but no visitors, or not as many visitors.
Yeah, it's cold, so people are waiting for it to be nice and warm.
Yes. And just like the Eastern Sierras, we have a passion for visiting the Eastern Sierras, doing some hiking, camping. Our group campsite that we go to at Rock Creek is at 9,000 feet. So you have most of the adults around wheezing the first day or two. The kids are running around 100 miles an hour.
They don't know.
No, they
They don't know
They
there's
don't
no
care.
oxygen.
No.
Have you been to the movie museum in Lone Pine?
No.
You drive by it.
Drive by it, yeah.
That is something to see. They've done a nice job there.
Yeah, we stop, they have that railroad park on the way up.
Right.
Stop there, usually have lunch or something in that area, and then keep driving.
They got that train running last year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Slim Princess.
Yeah.
Took them about 20 years. They got it running.
Sounds like a good place to visit and see it going.
More specialized tourism.
Yes.
How many ballparks, big league ballparks, have you been to?
Of course, Dodgers and Angel Stadium. San Diego Stadium was actually one of my favorites.
Petco?
Petco is really nice.
Yeah.
Went to opening day a couple years ago with the Dodgers and saw Ora Hershiser, and I think it was 13-1 or 13-0 opening day.
Another close one.
Really close one,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun to see. Been to Arizona. Planning on taking the wife there this year. She hasn't been to that one. She hasn't been to Angel Stadium, so that's another one I have to take her to this year. Been to both Chicago ballparks, Wrigley and the new White Sox one, the new Kaminsky. Been to Colorado, and I've been to Camden Yards in Baltimore, which is another one of my favorites. Went there the opening year in '93.
Camden is a unique ballpark
It's really nice.
because they left a building right out in the field,
Yeah,
right
there's-
field.
Used to have Book Pal's barbecue place there in that building and all that kind of stuff. A lot of history, so it's a lot of fun. We ended up taking the train from DC to there, which goes right to the park, and then back to DC, so it was a lot of fun.
That part of the world, everything is close.
It is. We try when we visit DC in those areas not to rent a car, just to take trains or buses and walk. And
Yep.
especially when the kids were young, it was a good experience for them to really see the town.
Yeah, it gets them out of the car.
Yes, it does.
How long have you been going to ball games?
Probably, I would say probably the late '60s. My dad used to take us when we moved to LA. That was a big thing. He'd bring myself and a couple friends, and we'd go see the Dodgers. So that was probably the first times.
Headline in the Valley Press this morning, there are no major league players active now who played in the 1900s.
Wow.
There were two guys last year, I guess.
Right, that retired.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That just seems kind of interesting.
it is, yeah. So, caught a little bit of the action today, and then it was kind of fun seeing there was a couple of, 2 games I think where Cy Young winners were facing each other, so those kind of things are fun to watch.
Long season,
Very long.
and the Jethawks are starting up.
Can't wait to see it.
We need to have them on the show. We usually get them in just as the season gets started.
Yeah, we like to take the grandkids of the Jethawks. They rarely watch any of the baseball. They're over playing with the different slides and that kind of stuff, but they like the food and they
Yeah.
like the atmosphere and the fact that the whole family's there.
Yeah, the parking's right there, and there's grass to sit on, and it's a family-friendly park.
It really is, yeah.
What's their slogan? Affordable family fun.
Yep, and we're affiliated with the Rockies this year, so can't put the Rockies down too much.
Is it? It's not the first year with the Rockies, is it?
Nah, but we've been a couple different teams since Jethawks have been out here. I know we were, with Seattle, I think, originally, and they've been with Colorado, and they've been, not even sure, Boston, I think, before, too.
Now, Puig came up for a couple of games,
I don't
but I
remember
don't
that.
think they were affiliated with the Dodgers. But
He had a great spring, and so they're pretty excited about him in Cincinnati this year.
oh, he moved over, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep. He went to Cincinnati, and they're excited. He's excited. And so it's going to be fun, especially when the Dodgers play him.
We don't have to regret that trade, huh?
Right.
And have you ever seen the Owls at Jethawk Stadium? They're
No,
in the tailpipe of that F-18.
haven't seen him, but we used to have a house over 60th and about J8 on J5, and we would see owls there. So there was a big fir tree that was there, and they were right up on top.
Yeah. They have somebody behind our house also.
Yeah.
I hear them all night. Interesting what goes on here in the Antelope Valley.
Yes, there is. Part of the wildlife.
Part of the wildlife. You ever seen raccoons?
No, I haven't, but I've been warned at my house in Tehachapi to never leave your car unlocked because they can get in, they just can't get out. So,
Ooh,
good advice, I'm sure.
yeah. It's crazy.
Yep.
Tehachapi, so what's the elevation there?
Our house is at 4,100 feet. There's some that are, and we're in Bear Valley Springs, so some of them there go up to, I think, about 7,000 feet. Some of the houses that are up on the top. We wanted to be down lower so we're not snowed in as much, but we've seen deer, there's elk, supposedly bears. Haven't seen those yet, and we've seen bobcats.
I think you always want to be on a street up there that the fire chief is at the end of the street, because then they will plow to his house.
Yeah, we're real close to the fire station. So,
And there's one store there, one convenience store.
yeah, the Bear Valley Market.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Eddie runs it.
yeah, nice people.
Very nice people. And he unique place. So no Kroger's going in down the street there?
No, but the rumor is that they're gonna put a pizza place in the back of that gas station there, so everyone in town's pretty excited.
Have fresh pies.
Yeah, nobody delivers out there, so,
Nobody delivers out there?
no, they don't.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to go to the clubhouse and order your pizza, which is actually a pretty good pizza, but you have to be a member and the whole bit, part of the town, part of the community, and otherwise they do take care of you there, so
An amazing part of the world, Tehachapi.
it is.
It's just 45 minutes away. It's a whole different world.
It really is. It's very calming,
So you identify more with Lancaster than Bakersfield, but
of course.
people can go either way on the freeway.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Bakersfield too. We were just talking about that this morning, some of the nice areas there to visit, some of the good restaurants and stuff, and that's, people don't think of Bakersfield as a great destination place either, like
Oh, they're
sometimes they don't hear.
mistaken.
They are mistaken.
Have you been to the Wool Growers?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so that's a family style. They put the different plates and you get to choose from a different menu. That's Basque eating at its best.
Oh, good. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Bakersfield's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on. How'd you get involved in Kroger again?
Actually, it started in, I was in high school working at McDonald's, and we had a store director at Ralph's that lived next door to us. Kept telling me, you know, this is where you gotta work, this is where you need to work, is come work for us. And finally listened to him, and then I stayed 42 years, so.
And that's kind of rare that people stay with the same job for their whole career.
It is, and that was a lot of fun too, seeing people that I worked with, having their kids come up and start working for the company, and so it was interesting. And every once in a while, I run into customers that go, "Didn't you used to work down at Torrance or stores like that?" And it's like, how can they remember us? It was like 30, 40 years ago. So, but they do.
Well, you know, at that time, it was very important to them.
Yeah.
And you must have, you know, like for my wife, it would be getting a certain dog bone or something
Right.
from the butcher, and they will never forget that sort of thing.
They'll remember you going out of the way to make something special for them. So
So you were doing some commuting then.
quite a bit, yes. A lot of cars.
So now, yeah, you went through a lot of cars, went through a lot of tires, and
Yep.
man,
Know every back road between here and Orange County.
yeah, because the weather changes and traffic changes and all that.
Yes. And you don't want to spend all your life on the road, so
No,
take some shortcuts.
42 years was enough.
Yes,
Thanks
it
for
was.
surviving it, man.
Thank you very much.
And what's going to happen the next couple years?
Next couple of years with myself, or we plan on building the business, and at some point when we're done doing the business, we'll hand it over to the kids, as long as they want it, and that looks like they do.
Lucky kids.
Thank you.
Talking again with Gary True Love, Desert Breeze Bookkeeping, Payroll, and Tax Preparation. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Chris.